Hi everyone. I wanted to bring you a little country meditation today. I am, as I'm sure you can see, sitting in this beautiful field of balsam root flowers. And there's this light, beautiful breeze. It's the perfect temperature. It's like 80 degrees in the sun, but in the shade here, it's just divine. And I'm surrounded by tall, gorgeous ponderosas that smell amazing. And the sky is so clear and blue, and there's just a few white puffy clouds in the sky low on the horizon. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I just had a really beautiful lakeside yoga session, and there's some cows right here. So when you hear their sounds, allow yourself to take those sounds in the same way that you would take in the sound of the breeze lifting or the sounds of the birds that you hear, because it's all nature, right? We think of nature sounds as soothing, but cows are nature too. We are nature too. So let's begin. We'll find a comfortable way to rest the body. So you might like to sit or lie down, or adjust your feet if you'd like to stand. Not choosing your shape based on how you think you should sit for meditation, but what feels good right now? What feels right? What do you feel inclined toward? Allowing your inner authority to guide you. Knowing that your intuition is supporting this experience for you in the most loving, aligned way possible. And as you find that shape that feels good, it feels just right for now, allow yourself to just settle in, noticing if there are any stretches you can bring in, any way that you might like to adjust your clothing. Maybe you have a blanket on you. Is there any movement that needs to come through the body before more stillness might be available? Not forcing yourself into stillness, but allowing it to come naturally on its own time. If it does, stillness may not be what's desired for you today. Maybe keeping a gentle, flowing rhythm of movement in some way feels best. That's perfect. So as you settle into your space with movement or stillness, begin to just notice your body here. Allowing yourself to settle and ground. Feeling the part of you that's resting on something, whether that's the floor or a bed or a chair. Feeling how that part of you is fully supported. That you don't have to do anything to hold yourself up. You can just release down into the surface you're resting on. And feel how good it feels to just be held. To know that your bed or the floor or the earth is just holding you so completely. And that even if you're not directly on the earth, on the dirt or the grass, what's underneath you is. Let's say you're on your bed, it's on the floor, it's on a foundation, it's on the ground, it's on the earth. So knowing that the earth is supporting you directly or indirectly, feel the fullness, the completion of that support. That it's always there, always holding you. and that you can just melt down into it as if you were melting in to a mother's chest, feeling her warmth, her softness, her firmness, her love, and acceptance holding you. Feeling that in this moment, you are so accepted. You are so fully held, welcomed, exactly as you are right now. You're worthy. You're worthy of that. And as your body continues to soften into this space, you may like to close your eyes or find somewhere in your view to fix your gaze. Something that looks pleasant, that's interesting, something that adds to the richness of your experience. And then whether your eyes are open or closed, see if you can soften all the little muscles around the eyes. If the eyes are closed, feel them sinking deeply into their sockets. And begin to notice your breathing. Not needing to change anything unless breathing in a certain way, a different way, feels right now. Just noticing that you are breathing. You are being breathed. As you inhale, there is beautiful, life-giving oxygen flowing into you, down into your lungs, diffusing out into your bloodstream, feeling your body fill with breath all the way down to the tips of your toes. And as you breathe out, there is a cleansing process occurring. There is an emptiness that's being invited in. And that emptiness can only occur after the fill. This inhale, expansion, filling up with breath, and exhale, emptying, becoming space, empty space. And if we think of empty space not as scary or dark or anything like that, but just from a neutral mindset, like a clear blue sky, can you feel that space that you are? That empty space that is ripe for ideas, for creativity and expression. A space ready for love. There's this saying, ego tells us to fill space. Spirit tells us to let space fill you. So just taking a moment as you breathe to explore the spaciousness within you. Feeling space, the space that you are, fill and empty. And as that space, allowing all experiences, all sounds, all sights, all sensations. Because if you are just the space, then there's nothing to say, that anything is incorrect, because it just is. Breathing, breathing in, filling the space within you, feeling that spaciousness grow, and breathing out, feeling that spaciousness empty, as if there are clouds rolling out beyond the horizon, leaving your internal space clear, bright, open, and liberated. And let's take a moment to just absorb some sounds, to just be the space that hears. And when you hear the cow sounds, maybe you hear them just purely as they are, no judgments, just pure neutrality. If they are bothersome to you, take them in as if every sound that you're hearing from a cow is a cow saying, "I love you. I love you." Or, "Thank you. Thank you." It's just a cow expressing gratitude or love. I love you. And you may hear the sounds of the birds, the sound of a plane flying overhead, just another expression of nature. You may hear a breeze. You may hear my voice. Allow a few rounds of breath to dive into the sense of your hearing, allowing sounds to just flow right in. And you might tune in to one particular sound for a few moments and then come back to the symphony of sound. Diving into sound, allowing the movement and spaciousness of your breath to be the stage. Perhaps you notice sounds from the space around you. Seeing what it feels like to bring yourself to a place of relaxed listening, not actively searching for sound, but allowing sounds to greet you. Notice the space between your eyebrows, allowing it to gently soften and widen, feeling your whole forehead gently softening down. The eyebrows relax, the temples, eyelids, cheekbones, cheeks, jaw, chin, lower lip, upper lip, the inside of your left cheek, the inside of your right cheek, the roof of your mouth, the bottom of your mouth, and your tongue. Noticing your upper teeth, your lower teeth. Maybe gently tracing around the inside of your mouth with your tongue and taking a swallow. It's said that the saliva in our mouths when we meditate becomes infused with this amrita, the nectar of life, of awareness, and that when we swallow that sweetened saliva, we draw more deeply into ourselves the fruits of our practice. Take a moment to bring your focus into the tip of your nose. Just taking a breath with your attention resting here. Noticing the left side of your nose, the right side of your nose, tracing your awareness around the rim of your left nostril, tracing around the rim of your right nostril, and then bring your attention once again into the tip of your nose. And as you take a breath in, trace your awareness up the bridge of your nose, up to your eyebrow center. And as you exhale, trace back down to the tip of your nose. Taking 5 easy breaths, just like that. Inhaling up the length of your nose to the eyebrow center, exhaling down to the tip of the nose. As you trace your way back down, back to your nostrils, notice the sensation of air flowing in and flowing out. And notice the fragrances that are being carried on that in-breath. Again, this is a relaxed smelling. So not searching for smells, but allowing them to just naturally float on in as they do. Maybe Maybe these smells are so subtle. See if you can turn your smelling powers up. Maybe by closing your eyes, tuning out some of your other senses, focusing intently and calmly just in on the smell. And now let's take a moment to set an intention for how you would like to be for the rest of this day. Maybe that depends on what you're doing today, what you're needing to cultivate or invoke within yourself. How would you like to be today? Maybe that is patient, loving, thoughtful, compassionate, grateful. Maybe you choose just one way to be, or maybe you invite in a tapestry of qualities woven together with your intention that you bring and wrap around yourself and wear like a cape for the rest of the day. What is your way of being for today? Taking 3 easy breaths to anchor your intention into your cells. Maybe letting out a little bit of sound with your exhales. If your eyes are closed, beginning to notice the colors that are glowing through your eyelids. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes, gazing around your space and noticing the colors and the quality of the light that you see. Feeling that same light on your skin. Finding the way that feels good to you to come out of your meditation and arrive into the rest of your day. Maybe you take a nice big stretch, maybe reaching your arms up overhead, reaching down through your toes, stretching your whole body like you just took a really yummy nap. Maybe you wrap your arms around your body and give yourself a nice hug. Or maybe some stillness feels really good and you want to sit and just soak right where you are. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. Breathing into your hands. Bringing your intention to mind in the form of a mantra. loving. I am patient. I am grateful. I am love. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for sharing this practice and exploring your senses with me. I hope this was enjoyable for you, and I'd love to know how you feel right now and what this experience was like. If you want to post a comment, I would love to hear, and I'd love to know what you would like to experience in future meditations with me. What can I bring to you? I hope you have a beautiful day. Enjoy your way of being. Enjoy watching your intention that you set leak out in the most beautiful way into every moment of this day. Have a beautiful one.